my brain works these days, is, you know, the camera the consumer wants is the one that they have with them and the one that lets them take the picture when they want. So if I let this camera go dark, what's neat is I can take a picture, but we have something called fast capture. So all you have to do is hold that down, and in 1 second or just over a second, you'll be able to actually launch and take a picture. So if I'm sitting here and I'm trying to take a picture, and my hand's going to block this a little bit, so I hold down the camera button, what you'll see is it goes, activates the camera, and takes a picture. And that's really important because you never want to miss out on that picture. The key thing with the camera, and I think the reason that mobile phones have taken off, is it's the camera you have with you, but you want it to also take the picture when you want and how you want. And that's the other thing that's really important, that this camera, a great UI. So this is our TV launcher. What's great about this is, rather than having a standard Android interface, which is just a bunch of different applications and widgets, we give you an interface that is customized for the TV, that allows you to navigate. Now, you see things moving around in the background. Yeah. That's because Neil has a TV remote control, so and you can actually control this from your TV. So, yeah. So this, select it. Zoom code. You see that it's actually connected and playing in HD. So not only is the device HD for the screen and the camera, but we want to make sure you export in HD. So not only 720, but 1080p. So this is 1080p export from the device, and it lets you connect into a larger store. So what we want to do is, there's these things called SmartTags. And the device is NFC enabled. It's, you know, fully loaded with the dual core processor and all of that as well. But with NFC, 1.5 dual core. Yeah. So what's neat is all you have to do is, with NFC, you just you know, swipe it, and what you'll see is it starts to do a whole bunch of different actions, right? So it's starting to connect to the speaker. It's going to start playing a song, and
here it is, a groove slightly
right? So it does it all with the swipe of an action. Now the reason this becomes important is, let's say I'm going out for a run. So what do you do when you go out for a run? Well, you turn on your GPS, you turn on, let's say, your tracking app, let's say Endomundo, you turn on your music, you turn on your Bluetooth, and you connect it to your Bluetooth headset, and you start going. Now all of those actions take time. And each of those actions, when you're doing it, take, let's say, 20 to 30 seconds depending on what you're doing. Why not just have the ability just to swipe and have a specific action widget that exists for NFC tags, and then I can tap this star and it resets your phone back to its standard state, or I can customize each of these different experiences. So what you'll see is this white one, for example, and still going through all the actions, right? So if I look at the white one, it's office. If I look at the black one, it's my bedroom. So what I have this set up as, and you can label it whatever you want, but you go in and you look at it. So it turns off your Wi-Fi. You don't need your Wi-Fi on at night while you're sleeping, so what's the point? It turns off your Bluetooth, puts your sound mode on silent. I don't need to hear all my emails coming through because that always wakes me up. And then it turns on your alarm. And like, for example, if I go in, it can say, okay, which app do I want to change it to? So it's really simple to customize what you want. You can add actions too. So for example, if I did want to go and customize a specific alarm I wanted to go off, you can do that as well. So it makes it really simple just to have a state of affairs that you can just customize for whatever you want. And then it ships with these profiles of office, bedroom, home, and car. So they're pre-programmed to make life a little easier, but that's kind of where...
So you can see right here, hundreds of apps available on the Google Play Store, independent APK kits so developers can develop for it. But I just have a few here, just the basics. I mean, you can see new events, messaging, weather. These are all things that you can check on the go. So you don't have, in those discrete moments, think of yourself, real life situation, you're at the office, expecting an important call, email. You can't, pretty rude to pull out your phone, but you can check your watch, right? So great in that sense. Music player, you can activate from here, activate to your phone. And again, connected to Bluetooth, you're going to amplify, control your music selection by the poolside, right? So really cool, and what's great is the apps really make this that much more special. You can, there's 100 available on the store right now, at least. All the way from fitness apps to use this as your camera shutter, right? Take a portrait.
Is the API for this being released to third-party developers?
Yes, I believe you can get that on our website, and what's great too is it's not just confined for our devices. It's based on the Android platform.